Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk About Singing. My name is Marco. I'm a singer, songwriter, voice teacher from Italy, living in New York City. We are here today with another very exciting reaction and vocal analysis. Rosalia just performed at the Brit Awards with Bjork. This is the first time I think that she performs anything from her new album Lux. So this is really exciting. I can't wait to see what she brought to that stage. And I mean, I love Rosalia, I love Bjork, so I'm just like too excited for this. As per usual, we're gonna watch the clip, we're gonna react to it, and I'm gonna give you some analysis of what is going on vocally and even maybe some tips about how to do some of the things that they are doing from a technical standpoint. So we have Rosalia singing opera in German. And I think it's 100% obvious that she took opera classes to be able to do this. And to me, this is very important because at the level that Rosalia is, people could assume that she doesn't need any classes or that she doesn't need anybody to coach her or teach her or tell her how to sound and what to sing and how to sing it. I actually disagree with this 100% because, especially at that level, artists need coaching. They need to be on top of their game. They need to be trained. And there's no excuses not to experiment, learn new things, reinvent yourself. I feel like sometimes we find so many excuses for artists being lazy when it comes to keeping on with their vocal training and maybe trying new things and even taking classes. Oh, who are you to tell such and such how to sound? Well, a professional coach that will make sure that this artist doesn't mess up their voice. But also, just because you're huge, it doesn't mean that you don't want to try something new, that it might not be your expertise and that you need a little guidance for it. So I feel like the best artists, the more professional ones, are the ones who are humble enough to understand that if they want to excel in a field that is not necessarily theirs, they need coaching and they need assistance and guidance. And this is exactly what she did here. She is singing opera, but she is not a full opera singer, right? Her sound is not completely the sound of an opera singer, which I think is perfect for what she's trying to do here. She is still her. You can tell that it's Rosalia, but you can tell that it's Rosalia with an operatic sound, which is the most important thing here. And she's actually doing a really good job. I mean, one thing that I would encourage you to notice is her vertical shape, right? Opera singer is definitely characterized by this shape of the mouth that is more vertical and not horizontal. And this is to preserve a certain roundness of the sound, which avoids nasality, it avoids tension, it avoids like anything that resonates up here. Everything is very elongated when it comes to their vocal tract. Did you hear those high notes? Those are called staccatos, and in classical music and in opera they also call it like picchettato or martellato, which in Italian means like hammer. It's almost like you're hammering those notes. It's a clear separation of a note of a syllable in a way that really stands out, and it's separated from the following note. So ta 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 ta, as if you were hammering them. Martellato, picchettato, staccato is probably the most common term that everybody knows. She's singing in the fifth octave here, going as high as A5, which is pretty high. But of course, she's singing in head voice, in operatic voice, and she's actually killing it when it comes to the dynamics. I love how she's controlling the dynamics in terms of the amount of sound that she's giving and taking, right? And that requires so much breath control, which again, I'm pretty sure she mastered in her voice classes. The orchestra and the choir They sound so powerful, so intense, so dramatic. This must have been amazing to be heard live. Wow. And now she's back to her usual way of singing, more contemporary, chest voice alternating with head voice. Her switches of registers from chest to head are so flawless here, and her pitch is also absolutely perfect. Listen to her dynamics here and how the use of the dynamics really enhances the interpretation and the feeling and the heartfelt performance that she's giving. Also, her vibrato is perfect. Oh my god, I love it. Check it out. Solo soy un terrón de azúcar. I'm doing it lower just to explain, right? Do you hear that pullback? Solo soy un terrón, terrón. That dynamic with a head voice switch and transition and then back and the legato, everything is so perfect and beautiful. One really interesting thing that I noticed here is how Rosalia lowers her shoulders after taking a breath. That is a really good move. It's almost like she is willingly keeping them down, and that really helps. It helps to avoid tension, it helps to engage better with your diaphragm. I'm pretty sure that that is the result of her opera training. Her posture is perfect. She looks so relaxed and she is so perfectly aligned. That is something that I encourage you guys to do when you're singing, and especially if you're singing songs that are particularly hard, and especially songs that have high notes or maybe like big jumps, big intervals. As you are approaching that note or as you're breathing to reach that note or to sing that phrase, try to do that. Take a breath and then lower your shoulders down, almost as if you were trying to have your shoulder blades touching, and see how that helps with engaging better with your diaphragm and having a stronger breath support, and how that helps you reaching higher notes or even sustaining long notes. Before we continue, I want to remind you that if you want a free coaching session, consultation, voice class with me, completely free online, all you got to do is send me an email at letstalkaboutsinging84@gmail.com or a DM on Instagram. You can find me at Let's Talk About Singing or at perfectmark.music, where you can also listen to my original music and watch me perform. All my links are in the description of this video. Please hit me up and let's work together. Look at that.
The only way to save us is through divine intervention. The only way I will be saved, divine
I mean, what can we say about Bjork? When it comes to Bjork, I feel like every possible technical discourse fades away. She's just from another world. She's from another dimension. She is not from planet Earth. What a legend. I mean, even just her look, she looks like an alien in the best possible way. Bjork is the kind of artist that is just one of a kind. It's impossible to compare her to anything. And of course, here She's singing just a little verse, and that's enough. Did you see how everything went dark and there was only one light, and her presence was enough? It's almost like we have a huge choir, we have an orchestra, we have this like incredible full stage, and then she appears and it's like nothing matters. Just her. Iconic. And vocally speaking, here she's doing everything that Bjork does, emphasizing each syllables in a very strong way, taking her time, not really staying on any tempo, but moving freely on the song the way she feels like moving, because she can literally do whatever she wants and it's okay. Her strong pronunciation, her strong accent, her sound that is like full throat, no mixed, nothing, just like pure throat. That raspy tone that is so unique and so distinct and so recognizable. And also the use of the sobs that she does a lot in her songs too. The little, uh, I mean, imagine being the type of artist that nobody can say anything about you because whatever you do is so unique that there's just nothing to compare it to, and so I guess it just works. I love her. She's phenomenal. She's just incredible beyond anything. Wow. I was not expecting this finale. Bam! That finale was incredible. Um, this blending of this like hardcore techno beat with the classical music and the choir. It's like she brought together styles that are hundred of years apart and just put them together, and somehow everything works so perfectly. Everything just connects very well. It flows smoothly. Like every element is so distinct and every element is so different from the other, but all of them together somehow makes sense. And this is how you know that she's a real artist. Like the whole concept works. It could have been a total mess, but it works and it's amazing. And the fact that they took off their clothes, right? Like the choir took off their clothes and they danced so widely. It's such a contrast with how rigorous the operatic world is, right? Like the beginning, they were all perfectly playing their part and being very very composed and immobile, and even her posture, was very classical. Her demeanor was typical of the performance of a classical singer, and then at the end it's just like, let's go wild and dance like crazy, but there is still classical elements, but now we're gonna add this crazy beat, we're gonna blend them, and we're just gonna let go. And I don't know, this is a real performance. This is performing art. It's not just singing, it's not just music, it's not just a song. It everything is beyond that. There is a vision, there is a concept, there are stylistic choices in everything, in the lights, in the stage direction, in the looks. Everything is finalized to create this amazing contrasts and like highlight every element and give to each element their moment to shine, and make sure that at the same time everything is very cohesive and works very well when the different elements are put together. I'm just blown away. This is amazing. I love it. I love it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumb up and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this performance in the comment section. I want to know your opinion. I want to know what you think about Rosalia, about Bjork, about this blending of styles, everything that maybe I forgot, something that I didn't point out. Let me know, and let's talk about it in the comment section. This is Marco. Let's talk about singing. Ciao.